So today we are going to see how to sort a stack using recursively. Okay, so given a stack, the task is to sort it such that the top of the stack has the greatest element. Okay, so for example, we are input like 3 to 1. So top is 3 and next element is 2 and 1. So top is 3. So it is sorted. Okay, the next stack is 11 to 32 3 41. 11 is our top element. Okay, and after that we need to sort the stack such that the top element is the greatest element and the next elements. Okay, so for example 41 is over here, next is 32, next is 11 3 and 2. So it is sorted, it is it is in the sorted manner. Okay, so we will solve it recursively. See, for example, we have an element like 3 0 minus 1 5 7. This is our stack elements. Okay, so what we will do, we will recursively call the same function until our stack is not empty. Okay, so for example, first we will pop the element 3. So we will write over here. Uh, okay, so first what we will do, first I will pop the 3 element. First I will pop the top element, like okay, so okay, first I will pop the top element and I will store somewhere. Then next I will pop 0. Then I will pop minus 1. Then I will pop 5. Then I will pop 7. And once my whatever my stack is empty, after that I started to insert the element again onto the stack. Okay, so now my stack is empty. Now my stack is empty. Now my stack is empty. So after that what I will do, I will again start to push the element onto the stack. Okay, so last element that is popped out from the stack is 7. So now I will again push the element onto the stack, that is 7, and I will check if our stack is empty, or if our whatever the we are pushing onto the stack is must be greater than the top element. Okay, so first condition is our stack is empty. Okay, so it is satisfied, so we will push the 7 onto the stack. Okay, 7 is pushed onto the stack. After that after that we will again push the second element, that is 5, onto the stack. Is it the 5 is if the our stack is empty? So no, our stack is not empty. Okay, 7 is into the stack. Okay, is the 5 is greater than 7? No. If it is not, if it is not greater than 7, in that condition what we will do, we will recursively call the again the function, that is sorted insert function. Okay, so what we will do, we will again pop the 7 and store somewhere okay, store somewhere like here it is. Okay, so I'll just these must be 18. Okay, so there is, I will pop the 7 out of the stack, and we will now, we are on the 5. Okay, 5, we have to insert 5. Okay, so what we'll do now, our is stack is empty. Yes, stack is empty, so simply push the element onto the stack, and again what we will do, we will store the 7 somewhere recursively. So we will just push the element onto the stack. Okay, now our next element is minus 1. Okay, we will again check it is if our stack is empty. No, our stack is not empty. Then the next condition is, we'll check it is minus 1 is greater than 7. No. So what we'll do, again we will store the top element. Okay, we'll store the top element. So that is 18. Okay, so this was 18. Okay, done. So we'll store the 7. Okay, so we will pop and store somewhere. After that we'll check, is stack is empty? No, stack is not empty. And minus 1 is greater than 5? No. So again pop it out. Okay, now we'll check, is minus 1 okay, our stack is empty. Yes, our stack is empty. So simply push the element. Okay, simply push the element. And now what we will do, we will simply push the elements onto the stack. Okay, These are all removed out. Now the next element is 0. So what we will do is our stack is empty? No. Is 0 is greater than 7? No. So what we will do, we will simply pop will simply pop one element at once. Okay, so uh, okay, first is 7 is popped out. Again we'll check if our stack is empty. No, our stack is not empty. Is 0 is greater than 5? No, then just popped it out. So 5 is popped. Okay, now we will check is 0 is greater than -1? Yes, then we'll simply push the 0 onto the stack. Okay, and what are the remaining elements will simply pushed onto the stack. After that, what we will do, we will check 3. 3 is greater than the top element. No, it is not greater than. And first we'll also check its stack is empty or not. So stack is not empty. And thereafter we'll check 3 is greater than 7. So no, 3 is not greater than 7. So we'll simply pop the 7. Okay, we'll simply pop the 7. So 7 is popped out. Again we'll check is 3 is 3 is greater than 5? No, then popped it out. Is 3 is greater than 0? Yes, then simply pushed it onto the stack. Okay, and what are the remaining elements simply pushed onto the stack. So this is what our function, what we are going to do what we are going to okay, so now we will write the code for it. Okay, write the code for the same, and again we will also dry run the same code. For example, okay, now we also dry run. Okay, so see what we are going to do. See, first I will write over here. uh, okay, okay, so I will write the code over here. First thing, what we'll do, first function is sort stack. Okay, sort stack. Inside that we will pass our stack, that is let us suppose its name is stk, and okay, we just write its name. And what we will do, okay, I will just simply increase its size. Okay, so first function is a sort stack. Inside that, what we will do, we will pop the element until the stack is stack is not empty. Okay, well, until the stack is totally empty. Okay, so see, if stk, if stk dot is stk, okay, is stk dot empty of, जब तक कि हमारा स्टैक empty नहीं हो जाता, तब तक हम उसमें से popped all elements we will popped. Okay, so what we'll do, okay, first thing is stk not empty. So first thing, we will store the top element somewhere, stk dot top. Okay, stk dot top, and we'll simply pop the element. Okay, we'll simply pop the element, and then what we'll do, we'll recursively call the same function, sort stack. Okay, that is now you sort the remaining stack, remove the top element and sort the remaining stack. Okay, and after that, whenever the remaining stack is sorted, we'll again push the element at its right position. Okay, so sorted insert, what we'll do, we will just simply push the top element into the stack. Okay, using the sorted insert function, we'll see. Okay, so stk comma, whatever the top element will be, and we'll sort it insert. Okay, so this is what the code, and we will recursively call the sort stack function. So now the second function is sorted insert function. Okay, so I will write over here. Okay, so this is sort stack function, and second function is sorted insert function. Okay, sorted insert function. Inside there is a STK, and second one is the element we need to push onto the stack, okay, at its right position. So what we'll check, first we'll check if stk.empty, if our stack is empty, in that case we'll simply push the element onto the stack. And we'll also check if the element, what are the element we have to push, if it is greater than the top element, in that case also we simply push the element onto the stack, okay. So stk dot top of, right, if it is greater than, okay. So simply visit size, okay. In that case what we will do, in that case we'll simply stk dot pop push, sorry, push the element onto the stack, okay. But if what are the element we have to push, if it is less than the top element, okay, that means let us suppose we the stack is like I just simply remove the element 3, there is a 4, and there is let us suppose -1, there is a 2, and there is let us suppose 0. So for example, you have to push for example 5 5 nahi, you have to push the you have to push 2 onto the stack, okay. So we if we push the 2 onto the stack above the 3, then it will be not sorted. So in that case what we will do, we'll simply remove the top element. First we'll remove the top element, that is top element, okay. Top is equals to stk dot top, stk dot top of, okay. We'll simply remove, and then we will pop the same element, or pop the same element, that is stk dot pop off. After that what we will do, once the top element is popped from to the stack, okay, so what we will do, we'll order the remaining stack, will again recursively call the sorted insert function. Again we will recursively call sorted insert function, okay. Stk comma order the element will be, okay. And once the element is pushed at its right position, we will again push our top element onto the stack, okay. So stk dot push top element the top element, okay. So okay, so this is what the two functions, okay. So we'll now dry run our code, okay. So first is sort stack, okay. So first thing we have the stack like this, okay. So this is our original stack, I will write over here, this is our original, okay. Just okay, this is our original stack, this is our original stack, okay. So I copy the same, control C, control V, okay. So this is our original stack, and I will just take over here, okay. So okay, the very first call, the very first call, all whatever the function is, I will just simply write over here. This is first control C and control V, okay, and control V, control V, okay. So initially our stack is over here, it looks like this, okay. It looks like this, and I will just move the code, okay. So this is okay. So initially our stack is looks like this, and we'll simply pass the stack into the function, not stack empty, yes, our stack is not empty. So what are the top element, here, the top element is 3, okay. Top element is 3, stk dot pop up, we will just simply pop the top element, okay. After that we'll again call the sort stack function, and we need to pass our here stk, okay. So we'll pass now the what are the stk to the next function, okay. This is now passed to the next function, so I will just simply copy and control V. So this is what the stack now inside that. So here the stack is now not stack empty, yes, stack is not empty. What will be the top? So top is 4, and what we'll do, stk dot pop up, so we'll just simply popped the top element. And sort stack, okay, again it will pass the same stack to the next function, to the recursively to the same function. Okay, so now it is -1 to 0. Okay, it is minus to 0. So is stack is empty? No, stack is not empty. stk dot pop up. So what the element at top, it's -1, and just simply pop the element. So -1 is popped out. Next, sort stack function, again we will call the same function. Okay, so I just move the code. Okay, so now again, okay, now again the our we will pass the stack into the next recursively to the same function, that is 2 comma 0. Okay, these elements are not there, there is only 2 and 0. Okay, there is only 2 and 0. Okay, so what we'll do again, okay, sorry, okay, ठीक है, यहाँ पे 2 and 0 है. Okay, so now our top element is 2, and we will just simply pop the element, that is 2 is popped out, and we'll again call the sort stack function. Okay, okay, so this is now the, okay, now 0 is passed to the same function, 0 is passed to the same function. Now our top, now our stk dot top is 0, and that it is popped out. So now our stack is totally empty, and again we will call the sort stack function. So in control V, so okay, so now if the stack is empty, yes, now the stack is empty. Okay, stack is completely empty. So we will call from here. Okay, हमने यहाँ से कॉल किया था उसको, तो हमने यहाँ से कॉल किया था इसको. Okay, so now stack is empty, so it will again return to the that line. Okay, now sorted insert. Okay, now it will call the sorted insert function with the stk is totally empty, and top element is over there, that is a 0. Okay, so what we will do, see, there is a, okay, so now sorted insert is called with stk. And what is our first element? Our first element is, what is our top element, that is 0. So 0 is called, so we'll just try right over here, it is a 0. Is stk dot is empty? Okay, so we'll again I will also copy the stack over here. See, this is now stack, this is our stack now. Okay, so is the stack is empty? Yes. So simply push the element. Okay, simply push the element. So element is pushed out. Okay, so this is also done. So it will now return to the return over here sort stack function. Okay, so it will this is done. So it will return over here. Okay, after that, after that sorted insert stk comma top of, now it will again call the sorted insert function. Okay, so it will be, it is called from here. Okay, it is called from here, it is called from here. Okay, so now again it will be called from here now. So what is our stk contains now 0. Okay, just forget about the above stack, just think of this stack. Okay, so it is again now called from over here. I simply remove the previous one. Where is the eraser? Okay, so it is called from, it is called from over here. So so this is now our stack, and we also insert the 0 onto the stack. Again it is called from over here. Now stk looks like this, and our top element is 2. So is our is it empty? No, it's not empty, and yes, there is a 2. Okay, so is our stack is empty? No, our stack is not empty, and 2 is greater than our stk dot top of, yes, 2 is greater than 0. So simply push the element onto the stack. Okay, so it is now simply, so it will again return to the this. Okay, it will again return to this. So this will again return to this function. Again, sorted insert is called, and we need to push stk, and it's a -1. Okay, now the element is -1. Now the element is -1. So now the next element we need to push is -1. Okay, is stack is empty? No, stack is not empty. 2 minus 1 is greater than 2? No. Now the recursion call will work over here. So what we'll do now? Okay, it will again. Okay, so else condition top. So what is the top of our stack? Our stack top is 2 now. Our stack top is 2. Simply popped out the stack top. Okay, so we'll just simply popped out the 2 from the stack, then sorted insert. So it is called recursively. It is called recursively. Okay, so it contains 0 and it's a -1. So yes, -1 is again not greater than, so it is again recursively called. So sorted insert will again now recursively call. And what our it is also popped out. Okay, it will also popped out, and then now stk. And what is our element? Our element is -1. So now it is okay. Okay, sorry. There is element is 0 over here, and it is again called out. So C, and it's a control B. So right over here. So C, is it's a -1, and yes, its stack is empty. Yes, stack is empty. So simply push the element. Okay, now it's pushed out, and we'll again reach to the over here. Okay, we'll reach over from here. We'll reach directly to the. Okay, it's -1 is inserted, so we'll restore here. And what it will do, it will again push the top element. Okay, so it will push the top element, that is 0. Okay, so -1 is now into the stack, and 0 is okay. So it will again, whenever it is pushed, it will again reach to the it will again reach to the over here. That is again push the top element. Okay, it will actually, it is not over here. It will sorry, it is reached to this. Okay, it will return to this, and it is completed now. So stk dot push top one. What is the top is 2. Okay, so here it is 2. Okay, so all the so likewise it will complete, it will push the element onto the stack and recursively call. And the whatever we get is a sorted stack. Okay, so now we will write the code for it. Okay, so again, what it will do, see, now whenever it is pushed, the two top element, whenever it is pushed, so it will again return to this. We are over here. Okay, so we are over here. So -1 is also inserted into the stack. So again, what it will do, sort stack is done. So it is again sorted insert, and sorted insert to the top element, that is 4. Okay, and 4 will be directly pushed onto the stack as it is greater than 2. So 4 is over here, and after that there will be, whenever the 4 will be pushed onto the stack, will again over here. And the next element is 3. Okay, 3. So 3 is now our next element. Okay, so it will be again checked. Now the 4, whenever we push to the 4 onto the stack, whenever we push 4 onto the stack, and the next element is 3, again what it will do, it will again pop the 4 element. 4 will be popped out, and it will be checked, and it will be again pushed into onto the stack. And what are the remaining element, whenever the call is completed, so it will again push to the 4 onto the stack. And after that, this sorted insert is completed, and similarly the sort stack is completed. So this is what the overall functionality of the code. So we'll now write the code for the same. So see, first is sorted stack. Okay, so what we'll do, first we'll check if stk, okay, s, what is the name, okay, s, if not, If our stack is not empty, if our stack is not empty, in that case what we'll do, we'll simply store the top element, that is s dot top of. We'll store the top element, we'll pop the top element, we'll pop the top element, and whenever we after that we'll top element is removed, so we will sort the remaining stack, that is sort of again. Okay, and after that we'll simply push the top element at its right position, that is sorted insert. Okay, sorted insert. We'll pass this we'll pass the stack, and we'll pass the element to insert, that is we have to insert top element. Okay, so this is what the code for sorting function, and we'll now write the code for the sorted insert, right? So sorted insert, write the code for the sorted insert, in which we need first pass the stack efficient s, and we pass the element to okay, element to push. Okay, so first we'll check if if our stack is empty, s dot empty of, if our stack is empty, or our element whatever we are going to push is greater than the top element, is greater than the top element, in that case we will simply push the element, s dot push the whatever the element is. Okay, element is, if the element is okay, or else what we'll do, first we will store the top element, we'll store the top element, as our top element is greater than the current element. Okay, so we'll just simply store the top element, s dot top of, and just we'll pop element, and we'll simply call the sorted stack function, that is whatever will the top element uh, that is greater than our current element. Okay, so I removed that element. Now you sort the remaining stack. Okay, and also push the element. Okay, sorry, sorted stack name, it's a sorted insert. Now you insert the element. Okay, now you will insert the element. So what we'll do again, s comma, and the element will. Okay, now our element is pushed into the, what are the element we have to push is now pushed into the stack. Now what we'll do, what just simply uh, push my top element, which is actually greater. Okay, so again I will say s dot push the top onto the stack. Okay, so now we'll try to run the code. Yes, this is done. Okay, it is working well. So now we'll try to submit the code. Okay, it is working well. So hope you understood the code. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel.